get to take his first cuts here. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
First baseman, Thomas.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Jake Geary is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher.
Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear skies over Dodger Stadium in L.A. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's time for Dodger baseball. Next. Frankie Montes, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. EK, what do you got?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Into the box now, Ricky Riddick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Slider strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game.
Batting second.
Settling in now, Fletcher Hammond, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
Batting third.
Tomas Garcia gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Ian, right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember, this starting pitcher, he's a rookie, so we'll see how he handles his nerves in this one.
Andre Ethier settles into the box for his first chance. Chop this one right side. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Hammonds is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Anthony Gonzalez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Standing in now, Kevin Wallace. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, what a stop. He's up with it. The throw. Well, that was a big-time stab, and that probably saved a run, but the bases will be loaded despite the great effort. Applies the tag, and he is out. Oh, love it.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Padres hit 3 long balls as they embarrass the Dodgers 9-2. The Giants took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-3. The Rockies stopped their 6-game losing streak as they got a road win against Arizona 6-4. The Tribe swung it well with 15 hits in this one as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 8-1. The Atlanta Braves total 11 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the National League West, the Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 4-1. Andrew McCutchen had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as the Pirates got the win against the Diamondbacks 5-4. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. Clay Buchholz collected win number 3 this year, helping lead the Red Sox over Colorado 6-3. The San Francisco Giants pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 2-0. They now have 5 straight wins. Jake Arrieta tossed a dominating complete game shutout. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting out in the NL West, Jordan Lyles was victorious for the 5th time this season as Colorado got the best of the Dodgers 2-1. The Diamondbacks held their opponent to just 2 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 3-0. Brett Anderson struck out 10 batters and earned the W as Atlanta got past the Padres 3-2. The Boston Red Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 8-5. The Cubs combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 1-0. The St. Louis Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-6. The Oakland Athletics completed a short 2-game sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-4. Tony Watson grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading the Buccos past the Mets 1-0. Noah Syndergaard was impressive on the mound as he gave up only 1 earned over a full 9 innings, but still came away with the loss. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Yankees launched 3 home runs as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Angels 6-5. The Kansas City Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, Clayton Kershaw won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter as the Dodgers nabbed the win from the Brewers 3-0. He is currently leading the National League in strikeouts. Right now, the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Dodgers The first. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting out in the NL West, the San Diego Padres dropped 4 home runs in this one as they embarrassed the Dodgers 10-1. It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Starting out in the NL West, the Colorado Rockies allowed 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 4-2. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-1. In other Braves news, starting pitcher number 37 has been recalled from the major leagues from AAA. The Arizona Diamondbacks totaled 11 hits as a team as they grabbed a win in extras over the Giants 4-2. The New York Mets cracked 14 hits overall as they manhandled the Marlins 8-2. The Washington Nationals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-2. Javier Baez plated 3 runs on the day, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates 4-2. The Cardinals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-1. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Diamondbacks combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 8-3. Looking at the stand.
And welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Hyunjin Ryu will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1.
And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Scott Van Slyke will be tasked now. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Yasmani Grandal will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And now an intentional walk that will bring in a run. Andre Ethier will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Reed Brignac will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Well, I've officially seen everything now as they issue the intentional walk with the bases loaded. So a crucial moment here and standing in, Corey Seager. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Rico Noel will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. And, guys, somebody's got to have their signals crossed here as the free pass will bring in a run. Scott Van Slyke will stand in. And remember, he's the guy that started this mess as they've now batted around here in the inning.
From a defensive point of view, they're no closer to getting out of the inning than they were the first time he came up with that.
Micah Johnson will stand in now. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch. And this ball game is over. And can you believe it? They'll walk off here with an 8-7 victory. So that'll just about do it. Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second. Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you can see he's among the leaders.
And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Gregor Blanco will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this...
Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Denard Span will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 2. Denard.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Connor Gillespie will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Kelby Tomlinson will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Joe Panik will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Reined in. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout. Wednesday night baseball now from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Mike Bolsinger gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matt, he's coming off a complete game victory in his last start.
And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Leading off the inning, Micah Johnson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Emilio Bonifacio will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Span. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The catcher, number 9.
Yasmani Grandal, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
This one's hit deep out to left center field. Span going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for 2 on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. There goes Stubbs. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a 2-run shot to left center, and with one swing of the bat, this ball. Dodger Stadium on a Thursday night. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set. Alex Wood, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got over 200
DJ LeMahieu will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided. And, guys, little doubt that the big... Friday night baseball from Dodger Stadium in L.A. Tonight, Game 2. Carlos Frias gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Leading off the inning, Jose Reyes, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Into the box, Ben Paulson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Striding in to start the ninth, Yasmani Grandal. And they'll need him to get something going here. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Lofted in the air out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Emilio Bonifacio will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And you can't ask for much more off the bench as he'll drive that run in with extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, you know what? It's not too late to make a game of this after all. They're going to get a run back here on the RBI double, and even though there's not a lot of outs left, at least they're going to make these guys sweat a little.
Right side hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
And this is just a great job of protecting. You can see this pitch is down. It's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all. Yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
Reed Brignac will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
McGee's ready with the payoff pitch. Here's a ball lined into left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home, and not in time as the second run scores.
Boy, that's a tough time out there for your outfield to let you down. 2 runs are going to come in to score on the play, and that was just a total lack of concentration. That's embarrassing.
These changes for Colorado.
So a call to the bullpen now as right-hander Chad Qualls is set to take over on the mound.
Now playing left field and batting in the ninth spot, number 1, Brandon Barnes.
Standing in now, Adrian Gonzalez. Sliced hard on the ground. LeMahieu's got it. A quick out number 1. Corey Seager will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gonzalez giving chase. But he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. In to score is the runner from third. It's now an 8-7 ball game. And he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Well, once his ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for 3. It's a pretty big gamble to take when you're already in scoring position, and here it doesn't pay off.
Stepping in now, Kevin Wallace. Left field and deep. Barnes ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Well, they say nothing's ever safe until that 27th out is recorded, and they've gotten 26, but now a 2-out double here in the ninth, is going to put the tying run in scoring position at second base, and we're definitely at DEFCON 1 now. They're a single away from letting this game slip away from them.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Hey, when you're representing the winning run, the old saying is, get on any way you can. This one hurts more than most of the other ways, but they're a step closer to maybe winning the ball game.
Brian Schlitter will get a late call now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up the save. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. So striding in, Yasmani Grandal, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike now.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Oh, and it misses ball 4. So just like that, this ball game is tied. Emilio Bonifacio will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
And the winning run is across to score. And, fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player. Downtown L.A. and Dodger Stadium on a fine Saturday night. Hyunjin Ryu will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Leading off the inning, Carlos Gonzalez. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Striding in to start the 9th, Trace Thompson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1.
And I believe your tying run's going to be in scoring position right away as this is down for extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double.
Wow, what a great way to start off your half of the inning late in this ball game. He is pumped up out there at second base, trying to get his teammates into it.
Micah Johnson will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Hit that tying run over to third base with just 1 out.
And a bunt attempt here with 2 strikes that'll get foul, so he'll become out number 1. So striding in, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Drew Stubbs will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 15, Drew Stubbs.
Trying to hold the lead. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Popped high in the air. Paulson coasts under it. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. Throw goes to third, and a good decision on the throw as he is meat at third base. Dino Dominguez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So coming to the plate, Andre Ethier, and the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. Lee Brignac will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. If he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Arenado has a play. Oh, and this drops in the infield. 1 run scores. Barehanded now by Arredondo. And there will be joy in Tinseltown. The Dodgers are going to walk off winners. And, guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Adrian Gonzalez.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, Adrian.
A fine Sunday here in the City of Angels, Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, in his last start, 19th win of the season. So you know what that means. We get to watch him go for number 20 in this one.
Ethier will take care of this one, and Reyes is retired to open up the ballgame. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance out of Nolan Arenado. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
And this
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. Jorge De La Rosa will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. Been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Yeah, you know, I'm excited to watch Andre Ethier swing the bat. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Parra calls everybody off as he takes control for out number 2. Corey Seager will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. These Rockies, Eric Karros, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nolan Arenado will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
Johnson is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth,
Ben Paulson will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ballgame. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Adrian Gonzalez will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Kevin Wallace makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Yasmani Grandal stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Micah Johnson will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Drew Stubbs will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Into the box for the Dodgers now, Andre Ethier. He'll try to do damage with the bases loaded and 2 gone. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at 3rd here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. Emilio Bonifacio will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Chad Bettis will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. Corey Seager will stand in now in what could be one of the big... And that ball gets by him. And it is a run. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This is in front of a loud but unmistakably tense crowd. MLB The Show's coverage of the Major League Baseball postseason begins right here. It's the one-game National League Wild Card playoff between the LA Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Washington Nationals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, I'm excited to watch Andre Ethier swing the bat. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Andre Ethier strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight.
First pitch, 7:07.
Scherzer's ready. 0-1 on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
And this figures to be a very nerve-wracking game. I mean, both of these teams have played hard for 162 games, and now everything rides on just one game. One error, one wild pitch, one double play could be the difference between moving on or going home.
Into the windup and the pitch. Jock Peterson is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. He's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Well, if you're going to beat this guy, it's probably going to have to be up. You know, when he's at the knees like that or lower, especially with the fastball, he's tough to hit.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Corey Seager gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. We're just getting started here in our nation's capital. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
On the ground to third. Rendon is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Opportunity, no score. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Steve, what has to happen if they want to survive the wild card game and move on?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wild card matchup. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Reed Brignac has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman. Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. in front of a loud but unmistakably tense crowd. MLB The Show's coverage of the Major League Baseball postseason begins right here. It's the one-game National League Wild Card playoff between the LA Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now to the plate, Andre Ethier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit hard back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
That's definitely a good start when you're facing a guy like this in his home park. You've got to find a way to put some pressure on him. You don't want him to get settled out there.
Scherzer comes set, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Well, I thought for a second after he caught this thing that he'd have a shot at getting two here, but the throwback across the diamond was just a little too late to double him up.
Standing in now, Corey Seager. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center, and the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
It goes without saying, but this is the one guy in the lineup that you just cannot let beat you, or even just hurt you for that matter. Still, though, they fall behind him and they give him something on the inside part of the plate that he can turn on. That's just a recipe for disaster.
Into the box, Alex Guerrero. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Revere going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, you can say one thing for sure. They are swinging it like they mean it. That's 3 hits already in the first inning, and this one goes for 2 bases. They're having no trouble at all seeing this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Scott Van Slyke. Good battle. Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High in the air and deep to left center field. Revere looks up. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center as the Dodgers have increased their lead now 4-0.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
In now, Micah Johnson. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Worth is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7.
Striding into the box, Austin Barnes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. In the air to center field and deep. Back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. And with it, the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead. Into the box now, Ryan Lavarnway. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Revere is after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. What's important for this lineup as they look to earn a berth into the division series, Psycho?
Well, it certainly wasn't a good start. You're down by a ton after the first. So stay patient, chip away. You've got 9 innings to go.
A quick out number 1.
Batting second.
Daniel Murphy digs in here for his first appearance. Tapped up the first baseline. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Batting third.
Bryce Harper gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Swing and a miss. Blew the fast. Frankie Montas will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Belted high in the air out to left. Worth going back. He's there and records the first out. Andre Ethier will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
It's always big when you get your leadoff guy on to start a game like that because that just wakes up the whole team from the very beginning.
Worth going back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number
and these guys already have 3 home runs in the game, and he's making a bid for number 4 here. And he didn't miss that one by all that much.
Into the box, Kevin Wallace. Tap foul at home plate. Scherzer into the windup. Here's the 3-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers as they're on. Ryan Zimmerman strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs his pitch up there pretty darn quick.
1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. He's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Lavarnway is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Sometimes when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Anthony Rendon gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
popped high in the air. Guerrero is there for it. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Corey Seager is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Scherzer looks in. 1-1 on its way. Line drive to left. And a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Alex Guerrero will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, in that situation, you'd love to be able to get that guy up to third base with just 1 out. But this is a swing and miss type of pitcher on the mound, so you knew he'd be going for the strikeout, and he winds up getting it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Left side. Rendon is there. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only 1 gone.
Second baseman.
At the plate, Micah Johnson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Austin Barnes stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Line drive to center field. Revere is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Danny Espinoza will come for the inning. 7, 8, 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And he dives like he shot out of a cannon, but it works just as well as a foot does, and there's your first out. Wilson Ramos steps in now. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Bounce to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Max Scherzer will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again. Ryan Lavarnway is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Scherzer's ready. Here's the 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 put out for good measure.
Stepping in now, Frankie Montas. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Andre Ethier stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Turning for second is Ethier. Ethier rounds second, headed to third. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, Ben Revere will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, and still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. One and 2, here it comes. Little dribbler down the line. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting.
In now, Daniel Murphy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. That's in there, 3-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Guerrero is there for it, makes the play, 1 away.
Oh, and when you're ahead in the count, this is all about bailing a pitcher out and doing him a favor. He'll take the pop up there. That's a gift.
Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And he is in there. Ryan Zimmerman in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate. A strike, and it's 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Able to take this one in is Guerrero, and that's out number 2. Jason Worth gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Coverage of the Wild. Kevin Wallace will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Bronson Arroyo is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they're going to get him at the plate. And this is certainly not for one of those instructional videos, but it is a double play. Alex Guerrero will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly. And that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Scott Van Slyke Strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Lined back over second. In there, a base hit.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Micah Johnson digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both the left-hander and and it's off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Well, there have been some hard-hit balls in the inning already, but this isn't exactly one of them, but it's going to work out well for him just the same as he reaches here with another hit in the inning, and this one's just an infield single.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave them loaded, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Anthony Rendon will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Danny Espinosa stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
And Ramos stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. Ryan Lavarnway makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Line toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Good hard slider. He's not fazed by this pitch, and even on the inner half of the plate, drives this one for a solid base hit.
He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Now the tag from Espinosa, and they got him at second base.
And just judging by that swing, that looked to be a missed hit and run to me. On show track, you can see that that pitch was in the strike zone, so that's a ball that he's got to get some wood on.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe, but for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
Digging in and looking for more, Andre Ethier. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And I just don't know what he was thinking going for 3. He just doesn't have the kind of wheels to be that aggressive on the bases.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Add to their 5-0 lead. Clint Robinson is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Clint Robinson.
And he will take strike 3 called. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Mike Bolsinger will be summoned now to take over following the injury. Swinging a little blooper to center. Seager backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Standing in now, Daniel Murphy. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Nationals gone in order. Need to get it going. Felipe Rivero is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Kevin Wallace digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
1-1, here it comes. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. No one out with a runner at second. A little roller toward the hole. And taken in out there for the first out. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Alex Guerrero ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quiet. Bryce Harper will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And another foul ball. And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
First full inning of work for him here out of the bullpen. Remember, he got the final 2 outs of the last inning. He starts this inning off right by getting the swinging strikeout.
In now, Ryan Zimmerman. This one skied out toward right. Van Slyke is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Up next for Washington.
Jason Worth come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Grounded up the first baseline. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another one sent foul. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They can't. Scott Van Slyke strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and he'll be there to make the play. Nicely done.
Boy, you half expect to see him wearing number 24 on a play like that. I mean, this is a play where you just run as fast as you can to a spot where you hope the ball is going to be. He makes an unbelievable catch here, looking this thing in directly over his head.
Into the box, Micah Johnson. Squared that one up just a little late. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Oh, that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how late he shows. Then he deadens that thing about 30 feet or so down the third baseline, and with his speed, no chance of throwing him out.
Into the box now, Austin Barnes. Runners on the move for second. Hit out towards second. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
I'm not too sure whether that was a designed hit and run or not. He may have just been going on his own. By running, he does stay out of the double play.
At the plate, Ryan Lavarnway. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch outside. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead. Really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break.
Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Well, when you break it all down, there are 3 things you got to have to be successful. Pitching, defense, and the clutch hitting. These guys have been able to ride all 3 so far. That's a big 2-out RBI there.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon, and they'll need him to get something going here. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
On the ground to third. Taken in by Guerrero. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. Danny Espinoza will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away. Wilson Ramos will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains in this one. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Oliver Perez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High pop-up. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the ninth. Kevin Wallace will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Grounded to short. On to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Perez. 2 away.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. Stephen Drew will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
Well, it's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Van Slyke over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Up next for Washington,
Ben Revere will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of shooting out a hit.
And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
now batting,
Daniel Murphy stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Bryce Harper will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Smoke on the ground up the middle, and he'll take it to the bag for the force, and this one is over.
And these new wild card series are tough. You hate to have everything you worked for disappear over the course of 9 innings, but it's a great victory for these guys, and they take care of business on the road, and they're moving on.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Here now is our
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
Hello, baseball.
A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Stepping in, Alex Rios. He'll get to take his first cut. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ethier's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Ground ball left side. On to first, and there were 2 down. Dexter Fowler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24.
This is skied out toward right. Van Slyke is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Pedro Strop will come in and pitch now.
Number 46. Pedro Strop.
Andre Ethier will be the one to start things off, with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a Game 4. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Turning for second is Ethier. And he'll make it there, and some life to start the home 9th. It's a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not. And he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
Stepping in now, Kevin Wallace. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Ethier hits third on his way to the plate. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it an 8-5 ball game. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 56.
Rondon pauses. 3-1 on its way. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Alex Guerrero.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. So striding in, Scott Van Slyke as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A drive to left.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a 3-run shot to left center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over. And guys, if you're going to be... The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. A.J. Pierzynski stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up. High fly ball out to deep right field. Peralta going back. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. A solo home run for it. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
Leading up the bottom of the 9th for the Dodgers.
Yasmani Tomas stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
These guys come into play here in Game 4 knowing that another win here at home just seals the deal. You're done. It was such a big win for them in Game 3 that now they're not the underdogs anymore. They can control their own destiny, if you will. And this crowd was such a big factor for them last time out, they're going to be even louder here.
On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Phil Gosselin ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will put this one away. And the Braves have battled back to knock this series up at 2 games apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, it was that run in the top of the 9th that turned out to be the game winner as they hold on here and win this one on the road by the slimmest of margins.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Alex Rios will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance. Leading off the inning, Tommy La Stella, and they'll need him to get something going here. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. Chopped at the plate, but it gets fouled. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Alex Rios will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason.
He struck him out, and that'll do it for the Cubs here tonight. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. At the plate, A.J. Pollard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Matt Reynolds will be announced here, but I'd be surprised if he gets an opportunity to swing the bat leading off the inning. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth. A.J. Pollard will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out. Gene Segura will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Hayward has it in his tracks. And it's 1 down, 2 to go for the Braves. They're off to the National League Championship Series. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
Stepping in, Andre Ethier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Alex Guerrero will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Scott Van Slyke gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hot shot on the ground is short. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Trace Thompson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Trying to hold the lead. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Rondon pauses. Here's the 1-2. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Rios at the track. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series as they take the lead 4-3.
And I tell you, what's impressive about this swing in this weather, when it's this cold, you really got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty darn impressive right there.
Pedro Strop will take over now with one away in the top of inning number 9. Standing in now, Austin Barnes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Bryant is up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan LaVarnway.
Ryan LaVarnway stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
To 2-2 now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now, you can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Daniel Castro will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Castro.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So disaster strikes here in the 9th, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubbies 3. Trace Thompson, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 21, Trace Thompson.
Jock Peterson will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Clayton Kershaw is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Clayton Kershaw.
Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be...
And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
And this is not the way you want to start the 9th inning on the mound. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Now in a 1-run game, that puts a tying run on base to start things out.
Kyle Schwarber comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
A big first out there. That keeps the tying run anchored at first, and that's important because it's still going to take an extra base hit to get him home.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jorge Soler. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I'm not sure how this one's going to be scored. This was going to be a dicey proposition trying to get that guy at second base. And as you see, not only is that throw to second late, but the return throw to first is late as well. So they're not going to get anybody.
Javier Baez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Now batting.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right.
Addison Russell will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. One and 2.
LCS.
Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left an even 20 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.